In this week's episode, I share the steps you can take to start winning. This week's 3 words: winning changes everything.
Welcome to the 3-Word Podcast with author, speaker, and life coach, Lisa Thal.
If this is the first time you're joining the 3-Word Podcast, a special welcome to you. So glad you're here. And also, thank you to all the loyal 3-Word podcasters. Well, as most of you may know, I am a huge NFL fan, and my team, yes, is the Cincinnati Bengals. Hoo-day! That's a hoo-day out there for all the Hoo-day Nation followers. Well, the hoo-day, in the past 7 years, maybe haven't given us fans a reason to cheer. And think about this. In 2019, we had 2 wins. We finished 2-14. And the year before, 6 wins. Well, it's a new year. And the Bengals, we're off to a winning record. And who's responsible for this gigantic shift in Hoo-day Nation? Well, Joe Burrow, our quarterback, and also other players surrounding him. But one person, Joe Burrow, has re-engaged Hoo-day Nation by showing his leadership, his confidence, his ability to win. Yes, winning changes everything. How he shows up, the mindset, the focus, and even the belief in what he's doing. So think about this. Now when I watch the Bengals and all the other Bengal fans, you have a sense they're never out of the game. They're focused on winning, right? And they're winning one play at a time. So you may be thinking, Lisa, what does the Bengals winning have to do with me and my business? Well, it has a lot to do with it. So let me ask you a couple questions. Do you feel like you're winning? Maybe what does winning look like to you? How's your performance this year? Are you exceeding your goals? And more importantly, are you making progress? See, remember, progress is the key to happiness. So when you look at November, it's a month you have a really clear picture of winning. It's a time where you get to focus on renewals and new business for the following year. You discover whether you'll make your goals or fall short. I was in a coaching session with a sales executive, and what we were doing, we were reviewing his year and renewals for next year. So I asked him how he felt about his year and the direction of his business. I looked at him, I looked at his body language, and quite honestly, he seemed a bit disappointed in his performance for the year. He had some uncertainty of several significant accounts that were maybe not renewing their contracts. And it was at that moment that I realized I needed to get him back in the game. He was somewhat uncertain at that moment. So if you're a manager or you coach a team, it's so critical to pay attention to your team and notice if one of your players or sellers are going down a path you may need to shift. So I had an honest conversation with him, and I shared with him what I thought he was at, a point of decision, and that maybe perhaps he was considering in his mind changing careers after 15 years. Why? Because of his lack of certainty. And he agreed. And then I said, you know what I know about you? I know that you're driven to be the best. You have key strengths that you're competitive, your relationships with your clients are so important to you, and more importantly, you're a problem solver. And here's something else I told him. You don't like to lose, you prefer to win. And then I said, I understand where you are today. And I shared that I appreciated his honesty, not only with himself, but sharing that with me. And together we would create some more wins. We'd get back in the game because we both knew winning changes everything, even small wins that you can build on that make larger wins. So we began designing what the victory of path looked like for him. We started with what he could control. He started scheduling time with his current clients. And that was important because he had confidence with those clients. And it gave him confidence. It gave him certainty. And he had the best relationships with them. So that started the momentum. He needed to ensure nothing had changed with those clients. Nothing had changed with their business. And if it did, he had an opportunity to discover new challenges and problem solving that he could do. He also created a new business plan, a plan that focused on verticals where he had experience in working with accounts similar, where he'd already had case studies of success. That would also help him win. He also created a list of new prospects, timelines with connecting with them, with a very thoughtful strategy. He started setting new meetings, he built momentum, and he started closing business. And I can remember the new account he had closed pretty quickly. You could see he was re-energized, he had certainty, and he had confidence. See, sometimes it's the little wins, like changing your mindset from impossible to possible. It's taking action. It's building confidence with those you work with and discovering how to help other companies succeed by solving their biggest problem. Celebrating your daily wins also build momentum for the next day. So our days consist, if you're in sales, of daily cold calls, emails, presentations, problem solving, and client meetings. The winning routines we establish, the foundation of a successful work ethic and winning mindset, is everything. It's what salespeople do beyond selling that makes the difference every day. So see, winning does change everything. So what can you do today to start winning, to perhaps inspire others around you, impact those you lead? Well, my recommendation is this: commit to yourself. Commit to yourself and believe winning begins with you. Well, if you think someone could benefit from Winning Changes Everything, share it, rate it, or subscribe for free at iTunes or Spotify so you don't miss out on the next 3-Word Podcast.
Find more episodes and get the book at 3wordmeetings.com.